go from here, and I'm going to record it just in case something screws up. I can also change my output a little bit if I need to. We'll go to that, make one of these changes, hit apply, hit OK, fix the mic cable. All right, new mic cable incoming. Got that. Cool, so what's going on, everybody? There's been several new subscribers. First of all, I want to thank you all so much. You are getting me closer to life goals, mental goals, all types of goals. I appreciate it so much. As you've seen the thumbnail, this one's going to be, we'll make a long story short. We're converting the studio to 4K. We're going to do entirely 4K. And when I say we, I mean me, because I have a team of friends, but I don't have a team here in the studio. So we are literally me converting to 4K. So if you've seen any of the mixes lately, those are 4K. Just recently, the last two are. I have a 4K PTZ camera up there. If you want to know more about it, let me know in the comments. It is, it's nice. But I also, let me go ahead and switch to, I believe I have an overhead camera. The main reason you clicked on it, the main reason you're here is because we're going to talk about the Facecam 4K. It's been out for roughly 4 months or so. And if you notice my background's all kind of fuzzy and everything, most people know I use a green screen. Not a big deal. It's nothing to hide. Like, I don't want to be sitting in that room. I want to be sitting in my room. But yeah, so I use green screen. And we can do some stuff with that too. Let me know if you want to see that. We could play with that. I've done it in the past, but I didn't really make it known that, you know, obviously you never see me wear a shirt with green because I'll blend into the background. So that's one part of it. Let's see, the 4K cam, like if you want to see a little behind the scenes, I'd have to turn it on, but it's up there. But this camera we are going to look at. That's my overhead camera, which is also 4K. I just haven't converted everything yet. So the fuzzy background is because I started making the conversion, but I didn't freaking finish it. Whatever, is what it is. So this, which is actually to my side, this is the Facecam 4K. So I know a lot of people are doing DSLR cameras, stuff like that. It's awesome. Not everybody has $300-400 to start, not including the lenses. Some of the lenses cost that much. And then on top of the lenses, you got the actual hardware. So this has been out, like I said, for about 6 months-ish. And one of the differences, it's a 49mm front lens. That opens up a lot of possibilities. So with that being said, we'll do just a mini unboxing. I'm going to make this one short because I want to make my next one fully 4K. We're still on my old camera right now. So I did change my settings, which I could show you. But this is what's actually in the box if you haven't had one. So you need to use the actual USB-C due to the bandwidth that 4K takes. So USB-C for the bandwidth. It's got the regular shoe, which also has the quarter mount on it, which if you see me reach over to the side, because I'm not used to doing open boxing like this, you could sit it on your monitor like that. Or you could also take that screw out of the middle and put that wherever. It also flips up, which is probably going to be a pain in the ass on camera, but it can flip up so it could sit on your monitor literally like this. And then you could also put it on your regular tripod mount. But who cares about that, right? Here is the actual guts of the presentation, which comes in basically like parchment paper. I feel like there should be a steak or something in here. Whatever, the hell with it. So I will open it this way, which if you can't tell, my camera's off to the side, and holy hell, that is a big freaking lens. 49mm doesn't sound like much, but when you look at it up close, it's a good size. So with that being said, yeah, this is 4K. It'll do 4K 60. It's center focused, pro grade optics, so it's actual glass that's in there. And then my question to you is, do you think it's worth it in 2026? So right now, minimal packaging, like I said, it's ridiculous. And there's a few people I've been following. So if I look a little odd, I'm just going to be straight up with you. I'm a real person This is not my full-time job. It'd be nice. I do it for fun. I do it to play with equipment. But on top of that, it's a passion project, right? And if you've seen any of my other videos, they also tell you, excuse me, they also tell you like why I do it. You know, learning public speaking, getting out of my element, doing things differently. Like I'm not pro. I have some semi-pro level equipment, but if you look close at where this is sitting, this is a freaking TV tray. So if you saw the interview I did about 2 weeks ago with Big E from Going Rounds Pod, this is what I had sitting back there in front of the couch. I just took a TV tray, modified it. So, yeah, we'll go from there. So it's a DSLR inspired front lens. They make it in black, carbon, pine, and white, which I don't know why the colors matter. You're on the other side of the lens. It's a Sony STARVIS 2-in-1 over 1.8 inch sensor. So low light, if you don't have a bunch of big lights, that could help you as well. It's great for HDR, for high dynamic range. Yeah, it's made by Elgato, so you can't really go wrong there. It's a f/4 aperture, 21 millimeter focal length, the 90-degree field of view. For people that don't know, that's pretty freaking wide. That would cover my couch and basically wall to wall because this is a small room. And so one thing that I'm asking from y'all, especially all my new subscribers and new friends, I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Is let me know if you want me to get more technical or less technical. Do you just want to see, okay, this is a camera, this is how you plug it in, and this is what my settings are? Or do you want to see, this is my bandwidth, this is how I get it out? Like, tell me how deep you want me to go, because I'm here for y'all. Like, y'all are helping me. I don't think y'all realize how much you realize you're helping me, but I appreciate it. So I'll go through a couple specs and we'll take a look at it, and that'll be that. I'm just make this a short one. So the focus range is 30 to 120 centimeters at 4K, because I know I've had a lot of new friends from the Dominican Republic, which I appreciate y'all. I love the DR. I can't wait to get back. 25 centimeters to infinity at 1080p, but we're not using it for that. There's plenty of other cheaper 1080p cameras. So USB-C, you have to use 3.0 to get the 4K 60. You can do 4K 30 as well on 3.0. Anything below that's 1440, 1080, yada, yada, yada. You know the specs. You can look up the website. But it'll do 2160, 30, 1440, 30, 1080, 30, and below. No big deal. This is designed for the creator that doesn't want to have, you know, a $1,000 Sony camera or a $500 ZV-10 camera sitting behind them because maybe it's not in the budget. This, at the time of, I would say recording like everybody else does, but I do all mine live, so any mistakes I make, they're live and they're real. This camera right now is about $200, roughly, which is a great price point for going from straight webcam to a regular cam. It also supports LUT, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, noise reduction, yada, yada, yada. It also saves your, so if you save your settings on here, it saves them on the camera. If I took this camera to my other studio, which is basically my kitchen, all the settings will be saved on the unit. It's got its own memory. And then, like I said, the low light. So if you don't have big lights or multiple lights, or you're just starting out and you got a little bit of budget, this would be perfect for it. It does 4K 60 pretty smooth. Like some of my pros so far from what I've seen is the DSLR like lens filter customization. And what I mean by that is this is a 49 millimeter opening. One thing it didn't come with, because I got it from Amazon, no affiliate link, but I got it from Amazon. So I bought a lens cover for it. This lens cover was about $15 or so, and it snaps right in the middle. Well, I was able to do it sideways, so I bought a lens cover, but you can also put regular freaking filters on it. No big deal. So it's great. Like I said, the camera hub, the LUTs, you can always download LUTs. If you want to know more about photography, I'm not the best at it, but I could tell you a little bit about it. So yeah, I can't wait to actually connect it. The only reason it's not connected now is because I couldn't show you and do it because I don't have that kind of money, because I'm just a regular ass dude, straight up. Cons though, there's no autofocus. It's fixed focus only. So from where I'm at to my monitor's about 3 feet. roughly. So that'd be perfect. There's no privacy shutter, which I mentioned, but Amazon got this for, I don't know, $12, $15. And then it does require good lighting to get the full 4K effect, which is what it is. Not uncommon. So like for best use cases though, streamers, like I said, DSLR light quality, but without DSLR. So for people that don't know, DSLRs, a lot of them come as the camera body and then the lens is separate. And then depending on your distance from the lens, the type of lens you want to get. But you can get that all in one with something like this. And this is no sponsorship or nothing. This is just part of me building up the studio and what I want to do with it. And why not? I got the audio pretty much where I want it for the most part. Now I want to get the video a little higher. That's why you see, like I said, the little halo and I'm evaporating in the background, because I started to rearrange the studio, but then I stopped like, wait a minute, I can't do all of it and still show the damn camera. So is what it is. But if you want to do like talking head content, static framing, stuff like that, where you just have like an overhead like this, that would be static. Or, you know, professionals just, you know, you need constant quality. It works for that too. So yeah, it's basically pro level features, webcam form. And if you see me keep looking to the side, it's not because I'm nervous or anything. It's just because I have my notes like right here. I have another screen off to the side, which I can actually turn my overhead off. So over here, I have another little mini screen that has my notes. One of the things I've learned from some other YouTubers that have gotten really successful lately, they keep them on their phone, which is freaking awesome. I'm sitting here in my studio, so I just have it on here. And if you look close, which this is another Facecam camera, it doesn't automatically focus, but that's the chat group right there. So I want to integrate chat into here too. So when I do some longer forms, I can talk or text directly back to people. But yeah, that's just why I keep turning my head in case you wonder if I was completely crazy. It's like, no, not in the whole ways. A little bit. But so yeah, constant quality, etc. Pro level. So I will show you, I will probably do another one with it connected. And maybe I'll show my settings because I've changed everything. I use OBS. I changed my OBS settings completely. Depends on your internet. I have mine set at, I think it's 50K out and 48K in. I forget, but it's about 48 to 50K out. But I'm also on a fiber network. So let me know if you want to know about fiber optics and networks, how they're built. If you want to know about, because I have multiple, I have satellites. My house is not big at all. My house is only about 1,300 square feet. But I use a lot of bandwidth for some of the things I do between gaming and streaming and this and that. So if you want to know the background of that, let me know in the comments as well. But yeah, so like I said, it's not ideal for people that need autofocus or low light. I have right now, there is 4 lights in front of me. They're not all directly in front of me. There's one here. There's key lights on each side and a headlight. And then one over here because of the green screen to help make this over here crispy. But I will clean all this up. I didn't do any crazy edits. Like I said, this is all live. Because for one, I can see what it looks like. Y'all can see what it looks like. And then you can see the difference after the fact. So that is literally what I came to do, what I came to say. Like I said, if there's any thoughts, let me know. I check my comments and everything pretty often. But low light, I would not recommend a sensor. I would not recommend that camera. 1080, 720, that's fine. I could go outside right now with my cell phone and probably have a perfect picture. But when you want to step up to that next level, do that. Or you want to customize, like, because the software, it can actually do its own backgrounds. This is generated by my background. But if your computer can't handle it or you're just doing something different, don't do it. Other than that, I just had to get something out here. I made a promise to myself and to my friends, family, and followers that I would try to do a video 3 weeks out of a month. So last week I was busy with my daughter. If you haven't seen those videos, she's in a couple of them. We are making great progress towards her Emory trip. She will be going. I told you that before. She'll be going. It's just taking some of the load off me and her mom and this and that because her nor I have 5K plus up front. So with that being said, appreciate it. I didn't want this to be a long one. I just wanted to be a strong one. And make sure you do better the next day. Be a better person. Take care of yourselves. Love y'all. Like I said, the next one will be fully 4K. Right now, if you go in the bottom corner, it should be 1440, I think, because I upped my bandwidth, but I'm not sending the full signal. The next one will, oh, as a matter of fact, you know what? For those that are still here, let me go ahead and show you. I will give you, because I'm already working on, I am not a good editor at all. I don't know how to edit worth a damn. I know how A, B, and this equals that. And what I'm doing, in case you can't tell, I'm scrolling through my phone because I started taking some videos of what the next one is going to be. But since y'all stuck around, I will show you. And I didn't put that in the title on purpose, because if you stuck around, that means you really rock with me. So I'm going to rock with you. This is what the next video is going to be. Maybe not the next one, but the next two videos. If you can tell, that is Spot. That is Boston Robotics. $100,000+ robot, and I'm controlling it, and it's about to open that door. And I'm showing it to you like this, like not clear on purpose, because I'm going to use some of this material. I don't know how the hell I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to use some of this material. And you see that arm come up? It's about to open the door and leave the room. So I don't want to do too many spoilers, but you see the door opening? That is what I'm working on as well. But I have to film that somewhere else because I can't take $100,000+ robot exactly to my house, technically. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm trying to build not only my audio is decent, trying to build the video and videos. If you want more technical, let me know. If you want less technical, let me know. Like, I'm here. Y'all make me happy. This is like the highlight of my day right now. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to do laundry, feed this dog, do everything that everybody else does. But other than that, I'm not doing no fancy outros or nothing. It's just a day in the life. Yo, I appreciate y'all. Peace.